Shi Bokar medang ke kayum kalau gangulu Bokar ga atoayo si medang iteayo. Si medang ichum sim lungbo ramo sin itanake. Holo akena taniga awa sin si lungbo itanake. Bokar medang kayum ichum habela medang irok modaro uyumogelo yugumbo urugelo. Dangungo sapoyumgo chesango gamango. Habe itanake. Nyuma ugula yugumgo doroteng rogelo olo mitul ugula olo danaka. Like any other marriage rituals, Boker people has their own way of celebration. It does share some common ritual practices of the nearby cousins like Tagin, Galo, Nishi and Adi. Boker marriage usually takes around 9 days, excluding free marriage rituals of Uimonam. In Boker marriage, the most important role played are by the mediators, which is known as Gingdo, of both the parties. They are entrusted with the duties of negotiating the differences and fixing of date for the marriage ceremony and the bride's price. But now most of the parent doesn't emphasize the groom's parent to pay the bride's price. However, during all this, the bride price was mandatory. After the free marriage rituals for performance of the Uimonam, including a renam of 3 days, the Ngungayum takes place, in which whole village gathered at the bride's house for discussion on further proceeding of the marriage solemnization. On the second day of marriage solemnizing process, Loktananam happens. Loktananam is an event of Boker marriage process where the brides inherited movable and immovable property and the gifts received from the villagers as a farewell gifts are assessed. During all days, these gifts were various of traditional items like tadok fobje, utensils like ulu bachin, dangcheng and luder, and kettle like sabar, balang, temen garment. However, now people mostly prefer to give in forms of monetary due to its spreading tradition and culture in the region. On the third day of marriage, Nyamrung Nyampang with Sapo takes place. Sapo means gathering of the whole villagers at the bride's house to give bride a farewell party. Whereas Nyamrung Nyampang means the free rehearsal practice for the bride's reception day. Also where the brother's role known as Abaryang Tup takes place. Abaryang Tup plays a significant role in the married life of his sister, and also it extends up to life after death. During the march procession towards the groom's house, an interesting ritual called Alet Ganam happens, in which an Abaryang has to protect the ornaments of the bride's sister. After the blessing by the shaman, the chicken liver is examined and further conduct is made accordingly with the observation of Rogo Fenam. To bid a fruitful farewell to his sister, the Abaryang has to shoot 4 arrows of goodbye, which is known as Lapung Opnam. For the very last time, in the house, bride's sister and the brother exchange the bowl of wine. After completing the whole rituals for the day, the night ends with having dinner together. On the fourth day, at the groom's house, the reception of bride is being prepared. This day is called the Nyamchangalo, and it is one of the most important days of the whole marriage process. From the very early morning, the preparation for the reception of brides and the guests is being made by preparing tami o, the millet wine, and the shares of meat for every guest, known as lape. In Boker marriage, one of the most essentials during the reception of guests and bride is the decoration of the gate, which is known as torbong. Torbong has their own significance. It is the rituals to decorate the gate with the mythical creatures made out of bamboo. It has their own distinctive significance. While on the bride's house, the preparation for departure to groom's house is being made. Brides are dressed up by the elder woman of the house and acknowledge her about the life after marriage. After examining the final chicken's liver by Rogo Penam, the life's second journey of sister as a bride's begin. While marching, the elders chant a folk song called Jajinja, which is related with the marriage. After reaching halfway towards the groom's house, the bride parade halt there to rest, and the groom's party received them with local foods and beverage. After having break for an hour, the march towards the groom's house continued. When the marching reached near the fast gate, the sense of alertness among the parties are high, because a ritual called Apen Tiranam happens, in which dominant party is sought to place an eatable item near the fireplace on the kitchen. Whereas the guests are welcomed by stick. After entering inside the house, brides untie the alet sea wall and hang on the hook prepared by the groom's parent. The actual marriage ritual ceremony begins now by sticking ghee on the rungo. In Boker, sticking ghee is considered sacred. This act is called Yamar Japnam. In most of the ritual, the Yamar Japnam is done. Followed by the Pomtagunam, where the millet flour and millet wine is sprinkled around the rungo by the bride for the blessing of fertile femininity. Sacrifice of chicken to the rungo is made to invoke the marriage spirit to bless both bride and groom. Now groom is being prepared for the arrow shoot, which is known as Lapungotna. It is considered that if the arrow hit the center of the egg, the firstborn child will be a son. The first entry as a bride of the house is done by sacrificing the chicken hang on the door of the house. Hence, the solemnization process for marriage is completed and both the parties are now lawfully wedded husband and wife. For the very first time, the husband and wife shares their first meal on the same plate.
Pologang mayerdum nanama Helagta gola Duta dumindadunu Helaguna gola Roktaro pedadunu Rudanya mindadunu Kapolo mindadunu Iji mindadunu Oh mindadunu Dadate tamana Doni gangu mayerdum ranama Dadate komjinga Polo gangu marudum ranama Selana nudangola Tam pauma gucum gummendadu Hele abo pangu gola Komje parin
Akia ka balak Manilong ka idea ke ni me mano ka generation am mulu ka kotom me kum to man change ko mai pa ma usko yaad ko sol dagna se ab lu bi bana se mi jurut nahi ab itoru mala rung wa mo chama ko ya pom te chama ko ya len chama ko ya और रूम को एक बदे उधक न होता उसी में कहानी होता है उसमें हो जाए
अच्छा अच्छा
अब वो आपका मालूम हो जाए